perspective on this next question I'm going to ask you. I'm currently doing a project on the ISIS issue in the Middle East, and how do you think America and the rest of the global community should go about solving this issue? I've looked at a lot of political scientist sources, and I feel like the three of you might have a different take on this. Thank you.
Oh, an easy question.
Of course we have all the answers.
Good politician.
Yes.
Actually, when I listen to some of the members of the Congress, I go to opensecrets.org and then see who's been paying them. And then I find out that they're being paid by a group of people who actually are making products that are going to be used when we put boots on ground. Then I lose my credibility about their views on that situation. In the same way, I'm a physician. So if I'm going to give you a medicine today, and tomorrow you find out that a drug company has given me about $10,000, you're going to say, I don't want to take this medicine. Because I don't know the credibility of that physician, and I don't take the money from the drug reps and so on. But you know what I'm saying? It takes away your credibility, and if you see the pattern of the amount of money that is being pushed on the solutions that are being recommended by these people, and the people who are contributing to these campaigns, and their products that their companies and so on are going to be benefiting financially from, I get skeptical about that. And I think the Muslims need to be front and center with respect to fighting that on ground. I think this whole situation is schizophrenic at best, and I'll tell you why. We are, United States is contributing and financially helping, and that's our official stated position, the rebels. Okay. We are fighting, so let's look at this in a little bit more depth. We are fighting Al-Qaeda in Afghanistan, but we are willing to give money and actually are giving money to Al-Qaeda affiliates in Syria. So that doesn't make any sense because they actually already have said that we're going to transfer some of this back to Afghanistan that's going to be fought against us. So we are almost trying to give resources and funding to somebody we are fighting in one part of the world and the other part of the world. Now, our US policy is to try and get rid of Assad. But Assad is also fighting ISIS. Is that confusing or what? And that's what it is. We have to be honest with the American people. We should not be fighting somebody else's war. I know there are other parts of the world that are interested to get rid of Assad more than, so for example, Saudi Arabia wants to get rid of Assad. But if our war is with the extremists and the terrorists, then the terrorist ideology comes from Saudi Arabia. You cannot have it both ways. This is sick. I mean, if this was a patient who came to me with this kind of problem, I say, you need major therapy. I'll need to have you get admitted to the psych unit and we'll have to do this. And that's our foreign policy for ISIS and others. We are fighting one and arming the ones we are fighting on one side. The theology that we are fighting is something that we are protecting and encouraging on the other side. How do you expect to win? And guess what? We are all paying for it. The cost of the war already is $4 trillion. That adds to the $21 trillion that we are all going to be paying. More the young people in this room.
That's very comprehensive.
Okay? Question?
That is very comprehensive, and I feel